confusing too, Matt, because you're dealing with a lot weather-wise.
Not even close to him, all right? Let's just be honest. But you're right, a lot going on across northeast Ohio. Depends on where you are. If you're down south, Akron, over towards Wayne County, Ashland, it's a partly cloudy night. It's chilly, but it's just partly cloudy. You get up towards the lakeshore, we're dealing with, yes, lake effect rain. We get lake effect rain, and then it turns to you know what when it gets colder, but it usually starts as lake effect rain. So we've got a couple bands going on. This one is weakened considerably. It was going through Ashtabula out towards the Kingsville, Conneaut Route 7 area. Still dealing with some showers from that. The more concentrated rain is heading through Cuyahoga County now. You'll notice this band that's set up now pushing south of the downtown area into Newburgh Heights. It heads into Shaker Heights, Warrensville Heights, over towards the Bedford area, eventually out into the Pepper Pike area. Gets a little bit weaker, but still coming down pretty good. Areas of Geauga County, south of Munson, Chesterland was getting some heavier rain earlier. That has since eased down to your south. And then we had another really good push of rain moving through the Avon area, now pushing into Westlake, eventually into Berea here shortly. All of this comes with some cold air aloft. It's bringing down 50-degree air down to the surface, even in the 40s at times. We've had hail at times this evening as well, especially up towards the Menor area. Notice how it becomes just kind of showery areas of northern Portage County and then pushing into the Cortland area around Mosquito Lake, dealing with some light rain out in Trumbull County. This is going to continue tonight. This band is starting to weaken a little bit, push down to the south. We may see another one generate off towards the north. Anytime you bring in that chillier air across our warm lake water sitting at 69 degrees, we're dealing with this. This is how much rain has fallen over the last 48 hours. I know I don't have a label on here, but if you get in yellow, that's over an inch. Red, we're talking over 3 inches, and we're talking radar estimates 3 to as much as 8 inches of rain in Lake County. You know what I'm talking about in Lake and Ashtabula County. We have had a lot of rain. We still have a flood watch. This goes all the way through Wednesday morning, and a little aerial flood advisory where the water doesn't really head out too much in the city with all the concrete kind of ponds around. So be careful out in roadways if you're heading up towards areas of Lake Geauga, Cuyahoga County. This continues, this low does. We've got a little break in the action perhaps tomorrow morning, but we're continuing with the scattered lake effect rain, a chilly start, 40s to near 50, and more of the same tomorrow. We'll see sunshine, but then it'll come with a downpour after that, even for areas down to the south. Your National Zymark hour-by-hour forecast keeps these bands of rain going tonight, clear down to the south and chilly. Notice tomorrow you get a little daytime heating and pop, just like popcorn, you get these showers that we had much like today. Big change tomorrow night, though, as we get this push of wind out of the north. Another little boundary comes through. Likely some heavy rain by this time tomorrow night. That will change the wind out of the north, so now we'll have north-south bands of rain for Wednesday. Isn't that great? And then eventually these clouds and the showers and the dreariness that we're expecting on Wednesday will finally scour on out. It'll be like nothing happened. Thursday and Friday look great. Hurricane Ian, this is the latest advisory. Winds up to 105. Pressure continues to drop. This will make landfall in Cuba shortly, then head up over the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Expected to be a Cat 3 or a 2 when it moves into Tampa area, perhaps over towards Cedar Key or down to the south. Big thing is going to be storm surge. That's the push of water inland. Doesn't matter how much it rains. The other thing is going to be this system slows down to the south, so not good for Florida. Will it weaken? No, it's bath water sitting around here. It's water temperatures in the 80s. And you look at the wind and the waves. This is your wave heights. We're expecting anywhere from 20 to 30-foot waves to push in. That's the storm surge that's going to cause problems. We have a low and a high pushing down on it. From local aspect, that's going to slow the system down, so watch what happens as we go through time. We lose our rain. This big high pressure keeps the storm at bay. Eventually, it'll head north. It'll be weakening quickly. We'll get some clouds and some showers off of it, perhaps Saturday, Sunday. As reflected in your Union Hill Mortgage 10-day forecast, cool and dreary through Wednesday. Sunshine comes out on Thursday, Friday, and then there's your weekend rain chance, just a slight one on Sunday.